Clips her track and puts it in her bag. Alright you guys, so this first story has to do with my freshman year of high school. I just turned 14 and I didn't know anyone at this particular high school, only because all my friends from junior high, they went to the high school down the street, and I had to go to the high school that my siblings went to, which I don't know why. But I really wanted to go to the other school and I couldn't, so I knew one person. I grew up with her. I met her when I first moved out here. I was in 3rd grade, and so I've known her for years, and I was so happy because she had to do the same thing I had to do, which was go to the high school that her older siblings went to. So I knew her. We hung out a little bit, but she was a sophomore and I was a freshman, and I didn't really want to like kill her crowd. So I was just like, I tried to find my own crowd of friends, you know, people that were going to be seniors with me. And so I found this particular group. They were an interesting group. I still talk to a couple of them. And there was a ringleader. We are gonna call her, no, it's too close to her name. Dang it. I don't want to say it because she'll probably come and like beat me up. She's a ringleader, we'll just call her ringleader. And she was mean. Like, one of my best friends today, I call her my cousin, she was just so rude. Like, and they all went to junior high and elementary and junior high together, so they all knew each other. And she was mean to my cousin, and she was just like, she would rip her t-shirt, talk about her for no reason. And at the time I was like, dang man, like I don't want that to be me. So in a way I kind of was a fake friend myself. But definitely I would not do that now. Even if I didn't know you, I'd be like, I would stand up for you. But then I was just like, I don't know what to do. Like, so yeah, I was a fake friend, kind of. Makes me sad, but my frontal lobe was not even developed then. So yeah, she was just really mean. And I remember this particular incident. She like, dang, I need a track. Jet hair extension. Got the hair. So one day we were like, oh, ringleader, we like your hair. It's so cute. Like, because it was cute. It was like, it looked like it was her natural hair. It's like, oh, your hair's so pretty. And like, back then my mom was into natural hair and I didn't know like black people could grow hair, which is kind of sad, but now I do. But yeah, and so what happened was she was like, oh, just kind of scratching her head like, thank you guys, you know. And we're like, oh, you know, people were kind of touching the top. She had really thick hair, just it wasn't like, you know, long. And so like I glanced over and she like literally like unclips her track and like puts it in her bag. And like me and my cousin just kind of look at each other, just busting out laughing, and like, but hopefully, you know, but I guess she didn't think that we were laughing at her. But it was pretty funny. Like, yeah, I don't know why I even shared that story. But she was just really mean. And like what happened was she got kicked out of school. Like, this was her last chance to before she had to be homeschooled. She had a lot of fights. So and actually, now that I think about it, she had to go to my junior high like the last month because she got kicked out of so many schools. Now that I think about it. Yeah, but yeah, so and then the group that I hung out with, like, you know, the sophomores that I hung out with, what's it called? They're which was my best friend from like elementary school, and I hung out with her for a little bit. I hung out with her and her friends for a little bit. We kind of got close, you know. We would do sleepovers and everything. And then I remember once I started hanging out with the other girls, the one with the full track, there was this thing called the stage, and if you were on the stage, that meant you were popular. There's like this stage in the middle of our quad, and like you were just popular if you were on the stage. Why, I don't know. So I was on there for a little bit, but I would go back and forth like, hey you guys, like, and then I remember like which is weird, there's always that one white girl in your group. But the white girl, she's like, she thought I didn't hear her when I was walking in the morning with them. They're like, oh, Catherine thinks she's so cool because she's on the stage now. Like, she's such a traitor. La la la, la la la. And I was just like, what? I'm like, what'd you say? She's like, oh, nothing. We were just talking about the stage. And me, right? No. So after that day, I was like, no, what? Forget you, girl. Bye. Bye, Felicia. And, I was like, no, I don't need that. I have my other friends anyway. So I still continue to talk to my best friend from time to time, but I just didn't hang out in that group because obviously I was too cool for them now. So that's basically my freshman year. That's what happened freshman year. Sophomore year, this is when it kind of gets crazy. Alright you guys, so this is when the drama gets crazy. Sophomore year, still around the same group. The ringleader actually had to get kicked out of our school because she got into too many fights. Went to an amusement park and Jasmine. Slept over at Jasmine's house. And everything was cool, you know. There was me, Jasmine, Breland, and a girl we'll call Felicia. So, me and Breland were already cool. We were already buddy-buddy, and her and Jasmine and Felicia were already buddy-buddy. So cool, we all 2v2 on the rides. So that day was cool, yeah, and Jasmine was, you know, Jasmine and Felicia, they were pretty girls. They still are pretty. And they were talking to these other guys, and mind you, I knew nothing about boys, okay? Didn't have my first kiss till I was 16. Didn't lose my virginity till I was like almost 19, so I'm a late bloomer. So yeah, but it's good to be that way. And so I was just like, okay, whatever, they're talking to boys, whatever. And Breland, I remember she just kept getting angry, like, she's talking to, dang, I don't want to say his name. She's talking to so-and-so, like, she shouldn't be doing that, she's cheating, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, they're not dating, like, she's not cheating, like, I didn't really get it. But, yeah, so Jasmine was dating the younger brother, or talking to the younger brother, while Breland was talking to the older brother. And so, yeah, it's just like, okay, why are you so mad? And then they left us for a while because they wouldn't go hang out with the other guys. So I'm like, whatever, like, I'm not tripping. I'm in a music park, you're not fun, you know? And so, so Felicia's boyfriend comes, and then he comes with his friend, and I'm with Breland at this time to meet up with him, and then she's just going off like, you know, Jasmine and Felicia, blah blah blah, and Felicia's your girlfriend, da da da, and I'm just silent. Okay, I'm silent because I'm not trying to get into this drama. And sometimes they pick on the quiet one because they have no one else to blame, and so I'm just silent. Like, I don't want anything to like come my way, you know. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. So what happened was Breland was just talking all this mess, and I was just like, whatever, I'm about to go on this ride though. And then I ended up, so we all went home, and then I sleep over at Jasmine's house, and I end up leaving my bag there. Why, I don't know. You know what? I slept over her house the night before, and I forgot to get my bag. That's what happened. So I forgot to get my sleepover bag. And then, so I had like this Ambi cream, you know, for black people, black women, to keep their complexion even, like, so they don't have dark spots, or anyone who's darker. It's not even just for black women. And yeah, so I ended up leaving that there, some food, blah blah blah. And so they asked me like, oh, can we have your chips? And I'm like, I don't care, like they're gonna get old anyways. And then apparently they were like looking through my bag, and Felicia was saying like, oh, it's a skin bleaching cream. Like, what? Bitch, what? Like, no, it's not. No, like, and so yeah, that's what Braylon told me or whatever. And then dang, she was just a little tiny drama starter. And so so she calls me the next day and she's like, so I told so and so that Jasmine was cheating on him, blah blah blah. And I'm just like, okay. Why are you calling me? And then she's like, well, she had him on three-way already, like, and she's like, well, I want him to believe me that blah blah blah, so can you just tell him, can you just tell him so he believes me? And I'm just like, I guess, like, I don't really get why I don't really understand. But, and then so he asked me, I'm like, yes, she was talking to guys, but like, I was just so like, okay, yeah, she was. I don't really get it. Granted, I shouldn't have been in this drama in the first place, but I was just like, I don't get it. And so literally 30 minutes later, I get a call from Jasmine and Felicia, and they're like, I'm just like, whoa, hold up, what happened? Like, and she's like, you told, like, Breland told me that you told so and so that I was cheating on him, and that's not your place, blah blah blah. I'm like, you know what, I'm sorry, that was not my place. Like, honestly, like, she's actually the one who told him. She just wanted him to believe her. So I'm like, yeah, she did tell me that. And that's what I told him. I'm like, yeah, she did tell me that, but I didn't, you know, really, like, I was just kind of like, okay. And then, yeah, granted, that wasn't my place, but I was just like, I don't get it. Like, you should be talking to Breland. She's the one who, like, actually told him. And she's like, no, I effed it, blah, blah, blah. And, like, they're just, like, tormenting me forever. And, like, there was a split between the whole group, and, like, couple of them changed high schools, and like, it was just crazy. Like, it was weird, and I was just like stuck in the middle, like clueless. Like, granted, it wasn't my place, but like, I was like 15 with no brain, like, yeah. And I was just like, I cried because I was like, I felt like I didn't do anything wrong. Maybe I did, but yeah. So the junior year was cool. Nothing really happened junior year. We're just gonna jump right into senior. I was on the cheer team by myself. My cousin couldn't do it with me anymore. I was so sad. So I completely changed group of friends. We still talked, but I changed group of friends. And so this was my senior year, and we had there was these seniors our junior year that we hung out with. We were all really close. We were all cool. And then senior year, they were gone, and we still kind of talked to them. We didn't really hang out with them. We just still knew of them. Like, they would still talk to us on Facebook and the little group page we had. And so, yeah. And so I was still on the cheer team, and I have a whole new group of friends. We called ourselves the Fab Five, blah blah blah, like, because I saw the movie and I was just like, Fab Five, and I was like obsessed with Mean Girls, and like, I don't know why. And my best friend, she was also on the cheer team as well, and so she had already graduated, but I was just confiding in her, and I was just like, you know what, I don't think we'll call her Jennifer. I'm like, I don't think Jennifer really likes me. Like, I don't know, like I really like her. She's really cool, but I don't think she likes me. Do you think so? Like, it was just a casual conversation between me and my best friend. And So when my best friend's like drunk or whatever, she shows Jennifer text message, and Jennifer thinks I'm talking about her, blah blah blah. And so she tells my cousin like that I'm talking about her and this isn't that and you need to get her, and so I told my cousin, I'm like, no, like what I said was, what I said was I just feel like she doesn't like me. Like that was just my own opinion, and I just felt like I could confide and trust in my best friend. Obviously I couldn't, and then I go back to my best friend. I'm like, why did you tell her that? Like what sense did that make? Like it was something that I wanted to talk to you about. And granted, I would probably talk to her later, like ask her like, hey, do you like, do you have a problem with me? Or and later on I would have done that, but and so yeah, it was just a lot of shady stuff she did to me actually. It's crazy. After, yeah, anyways, yeah, so, and I tell her like, yeah, my cousin, she said that, I just said her name. Just said her name. So what happened was, I text my best friend. I'm like, my cousin told me what Jennifer said, that what you said. And then she's like, and then she goes back to Jennifer and she tells her what I said, and then Jennifer tells what my cousin said. So it's just a whole like and then yeah, she says what I said, and then so my cousin, she pulls me out of my first period. Like I don't even know how my teacher was cool with that. I guess it was just art, but she pulls her out of my first period and she's like, hey, I don't agree with you talking about me. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, dude, what? And then she's like, what the whole Jennifer thing? And I'm just like, dude, I told my best friend that that Jennifer told you what she said, and now you can read the text message. And I showed her the text messages and she's like, oh, okay. I'm like, okay. And then so we kind of divided a little bit that year, and then yeah, and then Jennifer's best friend, we will call Sade. So Sade and Jennifer were like the ringmasters, like pew. And so one day they were just really mean, and like I would be on Twitter. I stopped going on Twitter because of them. Like I don't even really use my Twitter, and they would just subtweet me all the time. Like, and one time, like one of my friends from cheer, like, hey, were you all day like subtweeting last time? Like, no. And then I read them all, and she was just talking about me. It was just really mean. Like, and we had a little group page for our little like cheer squad that we had, and like talk about me on there. And like the ringleader from freshman year would still talk about me, like, well, because I'm the captain of the cheer team for 2 years in a row. I made varsity freshman year. What? And you wanted to be on the team but you couldn't because you were too bad? What? And I'm an All-American? Bye. Like, so she would still talk about me. This is senior year. She would still talk about me. And they would just go in. Like, I'm just like, what the heck? And it would just make me cry because I just didn't understand. And like, there's so many stories, and there's still more drama, and I'm in college, and I still kind of talk to a couple of those girls. Especially my friend from cheer. We still hang out. We hung out like a week ago. About a week ago. But yeah, so this is just some not really advice, but just a story time for freshman girls, just to warn you, try to stay out of the drama. Like, friends, I mean, just keep that one good friend. You don't need to be popular, trust me, girl. Trust me. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thumbs up and subscribe. I really enjoy it. I'm so happy I have 195 like subscribers. Like, that makes me really happy. So thank you guys so much, and have a blessed day, blessed night, blessed lunchtime, whenever you're watching this video, and God bless you.